Having the pleasure to meet Jeepers from across the country and around the world, we get to see what the locals are proud of. Here we are in New Orleans, wheeling in a graveyard. Actually with 12 inches of standing water, we were glad to be in Jeeps. And the residents, they were glad to be above the ground.
My name is David. I'm serving as the president of NOLA 4x4 for the second year. I bought my Jeep 4 years ago, and that was my first 4x4 vehicle.
I got our Jeep about 2 years ago. We had no intention of going off-road with it. I was just sick of driving pickup trucks, and I'm a building contractor. And so my wife said, well, what are our criteria? And I said, I have to have four-wheel drive because a lot of times we build where there's no roads. So she said, what about a Jeep?
Done some wheeling in California with my uncle when he lived out there. Got me really into it. I didn't buy a Jeep until recently. I've always been a Toyota fan.
There are a lot of relatively new Jeepers here, and the passion for the sport is growing in the City of the Saints. If a zombie apocalypse suddenly ramped up, they recognized that a Jeep would be a good thing to have. Yeah, I struggle with the whole graveyard thing. With the water table that's about 10 feet above the surface of the ground, above-ground interment is mandatory, just like a road trip is mandatory, if you want to wheel.
We don't have anywhere to off-road in New Orleans, so we have to travel at least 3 hours away to have a good time.
And that's exactly what they do. Where there is a will, there's a way. As the club grows, Jeepers congregate. Who needs mountains and rocks?
About a month after we bought the Jeep, a friend of mine told me about a meeting. We showed up. The next thing we knew, we dove all in. They had our inaugural ride was that next month, so we went on our first off-road ride. And while I was hooked, my wife got hooked as well.
This is a club that has no diversity barriers.
It's not officially just a Jeep club. It accepts everyone. We don't care as long as it's four-wheel drive and you're a nice person.
Speaking of diverse, these guys have some interesting vocations. George was able to get us into the top secret research and development center for the Mardi Gras floats. Is it just me, or does Mercury seem to like the Golden Eagle? Easy, big fella.
We're in the den of the crew of Bacchus, which is one of the largest Mardi Gras parades. I've been involved with Bacchus for about 20 years now. I take care of our celebrity kings. We've had kings from Bob Hope to Charlton Heston to more recently Nicolas Cage, Will Ferrell, and they parade through our streets, and it's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
My childhood fears seem to be under constant assault. Clowns, skulls, and wax figures were so close to touching me. But the attention to detail and the skill of the artist pushed it all back, replaced my concern with awe and wonder.
We're trying to get our Jeep Club involved. It would be a main Mardi Gras parade Sunday night before Fat Tuesday, and it's an awesome parade.
Now I know what you're thinking. Cemeteries, Mardi Gras, Jeeps?
We don't really have too many places to go off-road in the area, so finding people that were really interested was kind of difficult. We've kind of stretched out and explored other avenues of things to do, just social events and getting everyone together, trying to build the numbers in the club and build a stronger presence so that we can then find land to use.
So our club will have its own basically off-road park, so we can bring people from the city off-roading and get to know one another and have a good wheeling experience so they can go on to other parks and have a good time.
Hey, it's a given that Jeepers are going to have a good time. This is New Orleans. The city is by definition a constant party. Sometimes they just need to be a little creative. Bringing a Jeep to that party just makes sense.